So, I'm gonna tell you my end time vision dream. I was sitting outside at like a baseball game, and there was two people sitting next to me, and it was a really nice day out, and there was a few clouds in the sky, and I look up and I see the clouds, and they're like making formations, and it was almost like military formations, like it was like what a plane would leave behind, but like it's kind of hard to explain, but the clouds started shaping into like military formations, if that makes any sense. And then so after I see the clouds doing that, I point and I'm like, you guys, do you see that? Look at the clouds. Look at what's going on up there. And then all of a sudden, after I say that, I see these little dark spots in the sky. And I'm like, what is that? Like, I didn't know what it was, but then I noticed that they were getting closer. And the closer they got, the more I realized that they were bombs coming out of the sky. And they were coming right towards us. And I knew that they were bombs and they were coming right towards us to hit us. And so I was like, hey, you guys, what are those things? Look at, those are bombs. So then I grab onto them and I just hold their hand and I close my eyes and just wait for the bombs to hit. And they hit, and I don't feel anything except this rush of like light come over me. And I open my eyes and it's chaos everywhere. I open my eyes and I look from side to side, and I'm like seeing all of these people with their bodies just blown to pieces. Like their chests were just like blown open, and everybody was just laying everywhere. And everybody was all like screaming and running around like chickens with their heads cut off. And then all of a sudden, I see myself walking in this neighborhood, and I'm walking and I walk into this house, and it's like a drug house, and there's these people inside of this house and they just don't even know what's going on. They're so out of it. And I go inside and I sit down on the couch, and this guy comes over to me and he lays down and puts his head on my lap, and he's laying there asking me what's wrong, and my tears are just pouring down onto his face, down my cheeks and dripping onto his face. And he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, don't you know what's going on? Don't you know what's going on? And he's like, no. And I'm like, there's war everywhere. It's war. And then he's like, oh yeah, well I don't have time for that. I gotta go do something really quick. So he gets up and goes outside and does whatever. He went outside and got into a fight with somebody. And then I go outside and I'm walking down the street, and this girl is trying to get my attention. And then all of a sudden I hear these really loud alarms going off, like roar, 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 just like so loud. And all of a sudden, like I see these buses, like school buses, but they're empty, and there's just like millions, like thousands of buses buses upon buses driving down the street, and they were here to come and pick us up, I think. Like they were there to load people into. And then I woke up. So I just felt like sharing one of my visions.